Yo, what's up guys? It's Pygoz here, the Crypto Pie, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin because Bitcoin will indicate what the market is doing, guys. And it looks like we are still trying to be bullish here, which is great. So on my Telegram I had a question today, whether I am still waiting for a 618. And you already know my answer, guys. The answer is yes. I'm always patient, right? And if I don't get it, I don't get it, right? It's that simple. But I do want a best price. It's basically when you go to a store and you want to buy something, right? You want to buy it for the best price possible. So, well, a store is not the best example because you cannot really, try to get the price lower in the store. But on the market, right? Let's say you want to get the price lower and you want to get it for the lowest price possible, and that is basically what you do if you want to buy at a 618. So of course I have my ladder in between the 618 and the 65. If we go a bit lower than that, that's fine, as long as it's a wick. If it actually closes below, I simply get out. That's a very simple play, but so powerful, guys, right? So you need to keep that in mind. Now, can we just shoot up from here? Sure, we can. Do I miss the trade then? Yeah. Is that the end of the world? No, because we will get another trade, guys, right? It's just that simple. It's not like the trade's then gone forever. What you can do then, if you miss the long, you can look for a short, right? So it's all fine, guys, right? It's all fine. You don't need to worry at all. If you like the fear of missing out, you shouldn't have that at all, okay? So that's just something I want to make clear. So let's just take a look at the chart, what's going on here, right? So let's start at the 1 hour today and just work our way up. So the 1 hour is telling us well, nothing much really. I mean, we're making higher lows here, but the RSI is pretty much just stable, not really making lower lows or anything. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Now the only if I would buy in this range for a long is if these other EMAs would catch up with the 21 and the 8 here. Because if it gets very tight, well, you know what happens, right? Then you usually go in what the trend was, and the trend was obviously here in the short term up. So then you expect to move up, and you just have a very tight stop. That is pretty much what I see on the 1 hour. Let's move up to the 2 hour here. So the 2 hour is actually crossing down here on the MACD. So that indicates, and look at the 618, all right? It's very close to the cloud here, right? So if it gets to the cloud, maybe a little wick in, and boom, some orders of mine would be filled, right? So you do have to look at that as well. You have to look at so many things, guys, and this would indicate that we can go down there and then bounce, right? So that's the 2 hour for you. The 3 hour, look at that again, clouds here as well. MACD will soon cross down. 4 hour is kind of saying the same thing, but except for no cloud there. The cloud is way higher up at the 0.5 where we are right now, pretty much. The 6 hour cloud's also there. But what's interesting on 6 hour is it becomes a little bullish here, the bullish cloud, right? And so that is looking good. And the 8 hour, obviously the 8 hour is something you need to look at, guys. If you have any form of paid trading view, so you have more time frames than the usual, look at the 8 hour. This one indicates it very well because we have a hard resistance here with the cloud. So if we get above that, that'd be very bullish. Then on the 10 hour, well, the cloud is here the same as with the 8 hour. So you have very hard resistance there. You also have the 100 EMA there. The 12 hour. The 12 hour indicates something very beautiful here. We have a very thin cloud, so there could be some kind of pump, which would indicate, so maybe a little dump first, and then boom, off to the, to the races here through this thin cloud, and then probably consolidate up here and perhaps go even further. The daily wants to cross up soon, so that is looking good. This candle isn't too bad, isn't good either, but it's not too bad. It's a tiny wick up, so it could get rejected once more, but I do think this daily wants to cross up. So that is what I see on Bitcoin at the moment. So so in just a short summary, guys, I am still waiting for 618, because that's what I do, guys, right? I take my fib from swing low, swing high, and I wait patiently for 618, have my orders in, not scared at all, zero emotion, just waiting, right? You just need to wait patiently. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. If it does come, it does come, right? That is one type of trade that I always take. Another one was over here, obviously. Like, this was very obvious, guys, right? The price was pretty still, and it was going up, right? So even though I made that one video stating that the bulls were not in control anymore, because they weren't. If you looked on the 12-hour here, right, you had a big wick upwards. So obviously the day after was down, and I was right. And after that, well, then you got your boom. So yeah, if one candle states that you go down, then the next one you just buy, because in the longer term I was bullish because of this simple fact, right, that RSI was strong. RSI is still very strong. It's holding up here at the 60, above the 60s, which indicates a very bullish momentum, right, on the 4-hour. So you have to keep everything in mind. But I definitely don't want to buy here, because I want a bargain, guys. That is what I want. So I want just a quick wick here, down here, or a quick drop like a panic. Then I get filled, and then I'm all safe, right? I like to trade as safe as possible, guys, and that is why I like to buy 618. Okay, it's just that simple. Now, could I have bought 0.5? Yeah, I could. I can still do that, right? But it's not my preferred buy. My preferred buy is down here. So that is pretty much where we're at the moment. Okay, so that is what I want to buy. Also, guys, I have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/Pygoz, and you can just check out the tiers yourself. Just check which tier fits you, and yeah, become a patron. All right, I'm very grateful to the 2 patrons I have at the moment. And guys, if you got any questions, you got my Discord and my Telegram, so just PM me and I'll answer. Okay. Also, I have a Telegram, which is the CryptoPies blog. If you're not in there yet, join up, guys. All right. Let's see what's going on here in the CryptoPies blog. Let's see. So 100 EMAs acting as resistance. Anything else? We have a chart here of Bitcoin. So yeah. CBOE expires tomorrow. So that's either pump or dump. Looks like it's getting rejected. What is this? Nano. Alright, yeah, Nano had a little pump. That's good to see though. So the alts are also starting to boom again, guys. I'm definitely looking into alts, because they simply well, so what I usually do is I go to Binance, right, and I check just on the Binance homepage, I check which alts have moved, and then I put them in my flag list, and I simply put a Fibonacci on there. I'll wait patiently for it to get back to the 0.5618 zone, and well, you know, look how it is there, and possibly buy in, right, for another wave. It's that simple. Also, guys, join up with the CryptoPies feed, where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs. When I find the ICO, I'll tell you guys about it, to whitelist for it, so you are ready for the sale. But at the moment, don't expect any ICOs from me, because both Ethereum and NEO are still very low priced. Right, you need to keep that in mind. But what I do look for in the ICO is a strong team. I look for low token metrics, or low market cap, so it's easy to flip. And of course, I look for infrastructure projects such as blockchains and protocols, because they simply outperform all the other categories in the ICO space, right? In the blockchain space, pretty much. Also, guys, follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz, and follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz. Both telegrams will be in the description below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit that post notification button, and if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.